All right, welcome to the Grind Infotainment. I am your host, Shug, quadruple OG of the city, and today I have a special guest in the house. I've got Lodak Loso with us in the building. What's going on with you, boss man?
I'm blessed, gang. How you?
Word, we're doing good over here, man. Welcome home, first of all.
Appreciate
You know
it.
what I'm saying? Glad to have you back on these streets and everything.
Yes, sir.
Tell the people where to find you at. You know what I'm saying? How to get in touch with you and how to find your music.
Feel me? I'm rah. You already know. I'm Lodak Loso. You can find me at Lodak Loso. At Lodak LODAK_LOSO IG. And Lodak Loso everything. Streaming everywhere. Ride out now. EP.
Right. All right. So now, you had a couple of hits before you went on vacation, and you had the Like That, and you had a couple of other singles out there that you shot videos for and everything. So what I want to do is I want to ask you, like, what inspired the song Like That?
Like that. I really go, like, when I make songs, I go off of what I'm feeling at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was just, in California. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of people around me telling me where I could go and where I can't go and all that other stuff. And out of anger, you know what I'm saying, emotion, I produce like that because I feel like I like that. I could go anywhere. The energy you give out is the energy you receive. Am I right or am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I give out positive influence. But if negativity energy do touch me, I can give it back out too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the song came about.
Okay. And so, you had a deal going on out there in California,
Yes,
and so, you know, being signed now, was it a distribution deal or like a promotion deal?
it was artist development. It's
Okay.
developing me. They making me into the artist because at first I had music. I've been making music my whole life. You know what I'm saying? My uncle started me on it. So like I had a lot of music, but I wasn't doing anything with it. You know what I'm saying? So when they heard my music, like, yo, this is actually great. But I didn't have the fan base that I was supposed to have because I wasn't putting it out. So they developing my fan base and everything. So we went working like that and we got things on the road. My numbers looking good now.
Okay.
They getting better too. But for artists just coming out, like minus the vacation, I really only been out like a year.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So now, what inspires you to take the music serious and make a career out of it?
You know what I'm saying? All things aside, shout out Junior Jones because he the one in Ghetto Blow first, foremost. Ghetto Blow. He said I had talent and he put me in the studio first. So, Julian Jones was the second person, but then everybody in the hood, Bunch Road, shout out Bunch Road, everybody in Florida, shout out Duval, that's my city. I said everybody like my cousins, my family, really, they was all telling me, bro, that's you could do that. I can't do that. Because I'll be listening to them, they be like, yo, bro, you gotta give, because you could do that. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take that serious. But really when I got the reaction, I'll offer do that. When I performed that at a club, and then it's supposed to be like a contest or something. So like I did this song one time and I forgot who the DJ was, but the DJ loved the song so much he made me do it 4 times. So I did it 4 times back to back and everybody was going crazy all 4 times. And I'm like, yo, I gotta give. I can move a crowd. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be the best rapper, you just gotta be the best entertainer. You know what I'm saying? So I like people come on my shows and have fun, you know what I'm saying? I like to see other people jumping around and stuff. That's just my energy I'm putting out there, I'm getting it back. I'm big on energy, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. So now, with the project that you had before the vacation, like even though while you were on vacation and not as able to really promote that project, how do you feel about the reception of it? You know, as far as like before the vacation as well as during the vacation.
And it did 40K for my first project, so that's big in my eyes because I went from nobody listening to me, not one person, you know what I'm saying, to 40,000 people, and that's like off that one project, which was 20 songs, raw EP everywhere right now, and like I'm so versatile, I really found myself, you know what I'm saying. So I do street music because that's where I live, you know what I'm saying, but that's what we was taught because we lived like we taught, you know what I'm saying. But then when I got to experience better at life, as far as when I started getting artist development going, and I moved to California, started seeing different sides, and I had more stuff to talk about. So really, I got more versatile on that project. And I kind of found myself in, I like making rock music better than I like making street music most of the time now. So like I just I got my own lane. I'm in my own lane. I'm just going with it.
Most
Keep going.
Okay. Well, we're gonna take a little short break. This is the Grind Infotainment. I am your host, Shug Diddy, quadruple OG of the city. I got Lodak Loso in the house, and
Hey.
we'll be right back in just a second. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Grind Infotainment. As you already know, I am Shug Diddy, quadruple OG of the city, and in the house with me, I got Lodak Loso. And you know, man, it's amazing to have you here and to get this opportunity to do an interview with you. You know,
Likewise, brother.
you're on a new stage in your journey, you know what I'm saying, with the music and with life. So what I want to ask you is, during your vacation, what kept you focused and still wanting to do the music once you came back off of vacation?
Music my passion. Music what got me through all that vacation time, you know what I'm saying? So like I had to stay focused. Like I had the time to think, I had the time to reevaluate myself, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had to figure out, was I'm a investment, or am I what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like was I an investment or was I a liability? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't want to be no liability. I dang sure don't want to be no statistic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this is what kept me focused. Like if I could stay focused on this, I won't have to come and see these walls again. I won't have to be in that position. You feel me?
Right.
I violated myself. I let myself down because I had so much going on. But that's one of the things, streets and one of the things, you know what I'm saying, take me out, got me sit down and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? Dang, that wasn't what it was. You know what I'm saying? It really was like, it's a good and it's a bad thing. Cause like, yeah, I went there, I made so much content. But then again, I kind of lost my little buzz I did have. So now I got to redo everything. But it's not a problem redoing. I'm just sick of starting over. You feel me? Time is precious. You feel me? You got to use the best of your capabilities to use your time wisely. You know what I'm saying? Cause at any moment they call your name, you gone. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So really, music kept me strong, you feel me? Music is like my heartbeat type, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm saying that music my heartbeat for real.
Okay. So now, with that being said, like with you growing up in the street life and, you know, having to go through the trials and tribulations that you did, like what is it that now that you're back home, like what would you tell yourself if a street situation comes about that to the outside looking in may be avoidable, but considering, you know, street reputations and the so-called street code and the way that a lot of current street dudes as well as some semi-retired street dudes, like what is it that you would tell yourself to try not to fall back in that loop?
Yeah, you can stay out the way, but at the end of the day, like, as far as when you sign up for the streets, ain't no return. Use that code, you gotta live like that's principle, that's more, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stand on that. You stand on something, you will fall. If you don't stand on nothing, you will fall for anything. So it's like, yeah, you could be out the way, you just gotta know, if you growing up in this life, you know what type of situations you could be in, what you can't. You know what type of, you could see what situations gonna put you in a bad position. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be more aware of your surroundings, you know what I'm saying? Or basically don't go nowhere unless it's business or anything. You got to self-control big too, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, everybody can be retired, but it's still in you. Whether you like it or you don't, it's still gonna be in you, but it's not no bad thing because at the end of the day, them survival instincts still could save your life. Things you learn. You feel me? It's just like it's a time and place for everything. And sometimes if you valuable, if you're an investment, some places you don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta realize that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had to realize. In some places I don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? I could pull up and say hello, but I can't sit out there hanging. Because at the end of the day, there's too many things that could happen there that could jeopardize me, what I got going on. So I got to move around. You know what I'm saying? True. I still can love my guys from a distance. As a matter of fact, y'all can come where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be over there necessarily. Because it's too many probable causes, like things that can happen. Like anything can happen. You don't never know what can happen. You feel me?
That's true.
So you just got to be aware of your surroundings for real, and be at a place you know you got control over what happens at this this place. You know what I'm saying? You don't got control of what happened on a public road. It's a public road. You know what I'm saying? Versus a private property or a studio session or something. You got control over that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna take another little short break. As y'all know, I got Lodak Loso in the house. This is Shug Diddy here on the Grind Infotainment. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, y'all. It's the Grind Infotainment. I am your host, Shug Diddy, quadruple OG of the city. In the house, I got Lodak Loso. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna speed things up a little bit now. With you having been out to California, you've been out around some of the more industry like celebrities and whatnot. And you know, like I just said, I try to stay away from so much of the independent scene on a somewhat local base. So like as far as the industry, you know, and being out there in California when you was moving around, like one, how important was networking out there for you?
Oh, that was love. You know, I love Cali. I love Cali. Network became easy there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people willing to give people like other people a chance, especially artists. They love art. They're big on art. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
People say Cali weird, but I like it. You feel me? I'm weird in a way. You feel me? I ain't too weird. You feel me? I'm just myself. As people call being yourself these days weird.
Right.
But I say that's being real when everybody be like, oh, you ain't real. Most of these people ain't real. You can't be yourself. You don't even know who yourself is. You ain't real. Right. I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I like what I like. I don't like what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? So like network can come easy when you be yourself, because it's a lot of people that's want to know the real you. You know what I'm saying? They want to know if, okay, even if you is like genuinely a messed up person, like if you're a messed up person, if that's yourself, they still gonna respect you because at least you being yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to be nobody else. You know what I'm saying? It's time, place for everything. You conduct business, but the networking in Cali is just like everybody networking, and now I still network with everybody from Cali. You know, so everybody I met, and we still be meeting new people. There's just so much going on and so much motion out there. I ain't gonna even call it motion. Motion ain't nothing really. It's so much progress out there. You make so much, you cover so much ground in a little bit of time. You know what I'm saying? I went to a crate challenge and met the game. You know what I'm saying? And I networked with him, got him to follow me on IG, and then next thing you know, he doing the intro on my EP. So I'm like, okay, that's love. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, and he didn't even tax me. You know what I'm saying? Versus other artists.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So now with you know, there's a lot of talk about how, you know, we've heard in the past how the statement, a lot of these artists out here that have come before us aren't what they say they are as far as their music. Now, not getting into anybody specific, but did you see a lot of contradictions in what some of the industry artists, how they're moving around, you know, as far as in that scene versus when you listen to their music and the image that they portray?
Right. I ain't gonna say that. I don't, like, personally, I met a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? They ain't what they say are. 9 times out of 10, they businessmen. But at the same time, majority of them is just selfish. They don't want to shine a light on their next man, you feel me? Right. But that's, you know what I'm saying, one man's selfishness is their downfall also. So, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of artists out there. Even if I had the money, I was trying to pay people for features back then, you feel me? And they just wouldn't take it, you feel me? But these some of my favorite artists, and I'm like, I'm looking at them sideways, like, really, why I listen to this man? Like, really, me listening to you put money in your pocket. I know I'm just like one person out the world though, but at the same time, if I had so much respect for you and I played your music and stuff, I feel like even if I had the money, the number you call it, I got the money. What's the problem? You know? Right. You feel me? But they be selfish. They don't want to shine that light on the next man. You feel me? So, you know, I kept it pushing. You feel me? Ain't stopped nothing. It really just, you know what I'm saying, turned me up. It really just made me go harder, you feel me? So at the end of the day, I shout out to them though. They know who they is. I'm not gonna drop no names. I'm doing my own name.
Most definitely. So now, you know, there's the situation. We're gonna touch a little thing on that kind of subject. Now, you know, there's a situation with the other rapper from Florida, and the 6ix9ine dude. Like, we all say about how, you know, you got to follow morals and codes and everything, like, without being too controversial on the topic, if possible. Like, how do you feel about that kind of situation? Somebody that's representing the street, working with somebody that has a reputation that goes against what the street code and belief is.
Right. I kind of, you know what, I was talking about that too. I like, man, my honest opinion is he wasn't supposed to do that. Okay. You already got your own money. The reason I say he wasn't supposed to do that, because he already have his own money. You feel me? They basically paid you $1 million for you to lose $1 million, because you're going to lose. Because now rappers who basically blackball that man out the rap game, right, that you let him back in, they ain't going to do no song with you. And you know what I'm saying, no matter how good you is, people like to hear features, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine you trying to get a feature with woo woo. Everybody feel like they can do it themselves, but they can't. You know what I'm saying? It's like a team effort. I mean, whether you say it's team effort or it's just like, you feel me? Ain't no artists out here really selling out by themselves. When you go on tour, you're going to have somebody to open up for you. You're going to have this person. You're going to have everybody got a position to play. But if you get blackballed, you ain't going to really have nobody trying to come through for you. Yourself going to drop. Everybody ain't going to spend all that money just to see you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, artists that stay true to their morals, such like Lil Baby, Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying, Young Thug, all them big artists, you feel me? So they make a tour, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what a tour is. A tour not just for that one person, it's for the opener, the person in the middle, the you know what I'm saying? You know, you get what I'm saying? The person in the middle, another person, and then it's the main event, you feel me? Right. So, boom, now he kind of messed up your face for you to lose money, and then on top of that, you stand for the streets. You can't do that, because now you promoting, like, that's cool. Like, it ain't nothing bad gonna come out of that situation. When I feel like if you sign up for it, you is who you is. I feel like if you're gonna still do music, you might as well go do the genre he's doing, because that's his first hip hop song since that happened. Right. You know what I'm saying? He had to switch to a whole nother genre, and I feel like he had to do the same thing. Because now you really helping them destroy our culture, which we built. Our ancestors built that culture. You feel me? We just carried it. You feel me? And now they're trying to water it down, because everybody looking into our culture. As far as, it's not just blacks no more. It's the whole world looking into our culture. You feel me? But it's like the mafia had their set of rules. The Mexicans had their set of rules too. You know, if you Mexican, they don't call it snitching unless you tell on another Mexican. That's why he ain't get touched. You feel me? But as far as us, we have our morals, but everybody in the industry trying to destroy our culture. You feel me? Because they got, even the white people, I mean, you know, see Caucasian people, they got their own morals too, and they stand on that. You feel me? Everybody stand on their morals, but then they all getting together to destroy ours. True. And basically, he just helped them do that, and they paid him $1 million for him to lose $1 million. Right. Nobody getting no $1 million for no future. You feel me? He gonna lose $1 million. I don't wish that on him. I wish his success though. I'm just saying, I think they paid him to lose $1 million. Right. You know what I'm saying? They just, okay, you gonna lose this, but here this go. It's gonna hit it. It's gonna hit in the long run. It's really gonna hit in the long run. It's not gonna hit right now. It's looking good right now, probably. But it probably already hit. I don't know. I'm not him, but he was wrong.
I feel you on that. All right. Well, we're gonna take one more break real quick. This is the Grind Infotainment. I am your host, Shug Diddy, quadruple OG of the city. I got Lodak Loso in the house, and we're gonna be right back in just a moment. Don't go nowhere. What's happening, everybody? It's the Grind Infotainment. You already know who I is, Shug Diddy, quadruple OG of the city, and I got Mr. Lodak Loso in the house with us. So, boss man, you know, we've talked about a couple of different things so far. So now we're going, you know what I'm saying, get back focused on, you know, you and your career going forward. So, you know, now that you're back home, what all you got going on so far, you know, with your music?
First of all, I'm still pushing my album, my EP. I mean, still pushing my EP, raw EP, out everywhere right now. Spotify, iTunes, whatever you listen to, it's RAWWWR. You know what I'm saying? Raw EP. You You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. And I got Raw Voodoo coming with me and my artist Vondo Rich. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Vondo Rich out there in Cali, Alberta. Got Raw Voodoo, then I got Writing on the Ceilings. That's gonna be a big project. It's more personal too, cause it's like it's the songs out writing on the ceiling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The concert I was in. You know what I'm saying? Writing. It's gonna be. That's my big project. I want that to be an album, honestly.
Okay.
Then I got Writing on the Ceilings. I got Late Bloomer, cause that is I'm a late bloomer. I was supposed to be in Shut Up Out of Here, but you know, Late Bloomer. Then I got Exile from the Streets. You know what I'm saying? That's coming soon too. Okay. And those gonna be series takes though. It's gonna be a part 1, part 2. So this is gonna be different styles.
Word.
I really feel Late Bloomer gonna be more alternative sound because I love alternative music. Okay. So yeah, I'm working right now. Like, we just working, staying out of trouble. Big on that right now. Big on that. I understand. That's what Exile from the Streets. I'm turning my back, not for long. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. So now, okay, with you still pushing the RAW project, like, how long do you feel is long enough to push that project before you really start pushing the other one? Because I know you got to work on some of the other ones as far as just getting the sound exactly how you want it, getting your beats and everything, if you haven't already done that so far to complete them out.
Raw Voodoo was already done. I just never got a chance to release it. I'm about to release it this year. But I'm really going on the run for it. They're going to have to stop me. I'm just going to keep dropping and keep promoting. You know what I'm saying? To me, a song don't have no age. There's so many people in this world. There's so many new ears could touch. It don't have no age. So as far as Raw EP is still new. You know what I'm saying? 40,000 people is buying, not even 5% of the world. It's probably 0.2, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I gotta keep pushing it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep dropping music on top of music because I just want you to hear me. I don't do it for no check. I just want you to hear me, you feel me? I got some stuff to say. I feel like it's vital, it's fatal that people need to hear it, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. Okay. And I like that answer because in that response, because a lot of people, you know, they'll put a project out, might get offset, and then they just like abandon it. And you know, when you said that about music being timeless, you know, a lot of artists out there need to like really grasp that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these people have like them songs that are those ones, but they don't really push them enough because they feel that they have to keep up with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? As far as doing numbers of projects that they put out, which I mean, there's nothing wrong with that in the long run, but you know what I'm saying? It's good to see that you're still keeping focus, you know what I'm saying, on that project to push it further and not just abandon it. So now with the Raw Voodoo, you know, what's some of the inspirations and motivations for that project when you were working on it?
It was really I found a new sound. I found my sound. I found a new sound, like another side of me. I'm saying I didn't think I would like, but it turned out to be actually different. It was really me being from Florida and Carolina too. I'm Carolina favorite Florida boy. That's what I always say. You know
Okay.
So I got like my action and stuff, and then when I moved to Cali, I mixed my sound with their sound, and I came up with a new sound, and I loved it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I love it. And my brother Vondo Rich, you know what I'm saying? He loved it too. So, you know, like he like my producer and my artist too. So we be working together and we come up with some bangers. Like came up with a bunch of bangers. Like I'm like, sure, I'm gonna call this Raw Voodoo. You know what I'm saying? Because it's different. It's an alternative sound.
Right.
So I had to come up with something. I'm staying with the Raw the brand. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Yeah, that's me. That's me. But yeah, I had to do the branding. So I got like, boom, the alternative sound sounded so different. And I feel like the world really needed to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I make music for everybody. I try to at least. And I must always do that. Even if you go listen to my EP now, there's music for everybody on there. Because everybody not from the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I got to try to grab everybody. So
Most definitely. Most definitely. All right, so now you got Rondo Rich on the production for that album. Are there some other producers in the future that you've been networking with as far as for future projects, or you know you're gonna just keep it in house?
I got my set of producers, but I still find new ones. You know what I'm saying? People hit me up on IG all the time when we work. So I got King Pit down in my city in Duval, in Florida.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? King Pit. I got Midi Kid here, Leviticus here, 90426 stand up. I got Vondo Rich in Cali, and I got Olga in Cali too.
Okay.
I have Press Play and DJ Flip in Cali also. So like them my go-tos out the gate. That's who I go to first before. If they don't have nothing, I mean, I always shopping though. I got so many songs and it only take me like about 2 minutes to make a song for real. Like,
Okay.
so I just be if I'm in the mood. Like today, I was just in the session. So if I'm in the session and like somebody hit me up on Instagram like, yo, you need some beats. I like, yeah, I'll do it. Let me hear it. Send it to me. I send it to her. I like it. All right, boom. We're gonna do a split sheet. Boom, boom, boom. And then make the song right then and there.
Most definitely.
So it's always a new producer I'm willing to pick up because I got enough work for everybody. So you know. And then working with different producers, it changes my sound also, and it like gives me in a different type of environment and a different type of sound. Like I could find a sound I never knew I had messing with another producer versus messing with the same ones and it's all gonna sound the same. So I try to switch it up. You feel me?
Okay.
Hang with them.
Word. Now, we talked about a feature previously as far as somebody else and how you felt about, you know, that concept that it did. Now, are you currently available to do features?
Yeah, I'm available to do features. I just ain't gonna do no like the Writing on the Ceilings project. I wanted no features on that because I feel like, you know what I'm saying. I love doing features. It's just my problems. Like I be doing shows too, and some people can't make it. So then I have to cut the song short when it be a really good song. I feel like I want to play the whole thing. You know what I'm saying. So like I'm slowing down on it, but yeah, for the right price, I'll do it though. You know, it's all business. But if I ask somebody for a feature for being on one of mine, I'm gonna ask. I need them to show the shows too, cause I do shows. I love doing it. I love touching the stage. You hear me?
Word.
I touch that stage. I do my thing. I love like put myself out there. You feel me? I love, you know what I'm saying, greeting with the fans and everything, making everybody turn up, everybody move. That's what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? I love music, but I even love more touching that stage. You know what I'm saying? Because I turn into a whole different person. I can get the whole crowd to ride with me. I can get them to clap, stomp, jump. I can do everything. You feel me? So I like that. I like that.
Okay. So now, aside from the music, is there anything else that you got, you know, cooking up as far as like whether it's like stepping off into another area of the industry or just any other kind of business, you know what I'm saying, ventures that you're interested in or, you know what I'm saying, brainstorming on that you want to talk about? If you don't want to discuss it.
I still got one. I said, I know I'm on, but let's talk about it. I had that social media app plan.
Okay.
And I had that blueprint and stuff, and I had bought the website before I had went on vacation. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to pick up with that though, but you know, I'm just taking my time, easing in everything. You feel me? I got to make sure everything right. I don't want to put nothing out there like half done. I always gonna do something and do it to the best of my capabilities. And I feel like I ain't at my best right now to put that out. So I'm just kind of holding it and getting it touched on. A little prototype though. It wouldn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? I got my partners helping me, so hopefully it's gonna come soon with whatever you draw on paper, you can make it come to reality. You just gotta manifest. You feel me? I'm manifesting right now. Feel like I'm gonna be on the BET Awards next year. That's what I'm manifesting. Artist of the year, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I don't got to go #1. I just gotta be like that. You gonna hear me? You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
I feel you on that.
Top 5 at least. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. Most definitely. Well, boss man, you know, I ain't gonna hold you too much longer. I appreciate you taking time out your schedule, you know what I'm saying, to do this interview and everything. We wishing you, you know what I'm saying, continued additional success, you know what I'm saying? Because you are one of those artists that, you know, stands out from the rest of them. You know, your style, you know what I'm saying? Like just your creativity. Um, and so definitely, you know, whatever support you need from us, you got it.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Because me and you, we go back. You know what I'm saying?
sir,
Like
you
gave me, you know what I'm saying, featuring 2 of your videos, and you know what I'm saying, I'm truly appreciative of that. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know one more time where to find you at, so they can go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, support that project, and we can get those views up and those, you know what I'm saying, listeners and that fan base up a little bit more.
Oh God, I'm always looking for new soldiers. I call my soldiers Slints, my Slints, and my Slints. Got Lodak Loso, you know what I'm saying? LODAK_LOSO. That's on IG. But everything else is Lodak Loso. Loyalty only determines a king. Loso, I am a king. You're a kings and queens. Whoever watching this, just know your value, you know what I'm saying? So I just want everybody just stream me. You know what I'm saying? It's a song on there you like. If you don't like, skip it. It's always, I make something for everybody. So it's something on there you're going to love. You know what I'm saying? It's something on there you need to hear. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go stream me and, you know what I'm saying? Rah, 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 rah.
All right. Well, there y'all have it. Lodak Loso, you know what I'm saying? Shug Diddy, Quadruple G of the city. This is the Grind Infotainment. We'll catch y'all on the flip side.
So it's life or no life. Just